Hi, I'm Ruth Shepherd and this is my gallery. This is where I display my paintings in the gallery upstairs at Burnt Rock, Grassington. And I just want to let you have a little wander, a little look, give you an idea of the sort of work that I do. Just have a little gaze upon these pictures. I'll balcony at the beginning, a lot of collage in there and oils. I work mostly in oils and acrylics, and I love collage, so collage plays a big part in my work. The Adelphi building here, a little bit of charcoal in there as well, and lines. I love the mosque roofs. And on to Rhondda, the new bridge in Rhondda, and all the craggy, beautiful architecture there. And Les Miserables. If you want to move across to here, please try and ignore our squeaky floorboards. They are very creaky. And this is actually, the middle picture here is the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, a most amazing church with light that comes through the huge stained glass windows. Now all these three pictures were kind of worked together from the idea of the Sagrada. And then in the corner here is the cheeky Just Playing. Basically named that because I loved it. I felt like I was just playing with this picture. It's taken from an image above the earth with a river running through it. You might just notice that. And I just, after painting the image for a while, I just then took the image away and painted loosely. Let my brush take control and just did whatever seemed to come naturally. And this is how it turned out. I also posted it on Instagram and Facebook and asked people to say what they saw. And they did. They came back with some amazing answers. There was all sorts they saw in there. They saw dinosaurs and a pondering gorilla in the corner. They saw a whole Thames in London, the whole Thames scene going on there. Fast food, just all sorts. I couldn't quite believe it, but I love that. I love knowing what people see in my pictures. And then if we we'll go back over the Sagrada a little bit there, then take you through into our other room. Some more pictures through here. And onto around the houses. Started off as quite a Grassington scene, but it moved into something totally different. And the courtyard as well kind of worked from around the houses, worked those together with the ochres and the collage and pencil. And then a much more dreamy little picture here. It has no title. I've never really come up with a title for this one. I just like the dreaminess of it. And Moroccan town. Some little pastel colours in there, little houses. I do really rather like my little houses. Lifted, worked with oils, very loose. It just came. It just happened. It lifted. It seems to have a bird flying within it. I feel it's a happy picture. I really, really love it. And wild. Worked in oils and flowers growing wild. Across here we've got burst. Excuse me. That is a picture of roses, a blur of roses actually, against a cadmium yellow background. I just love the freeness of it, and again that's a happy, quite loud picture that I like a lot. Some much more conventional paintings here. I don't often do this sort of thing, but it's actually a picture of Grassington Square, and I'm really pleased that I did it. I've lived here all my life, and it's really good to have a painting of the square. And this one here is the wharf, the river wharf, in snow really, and it has in the trees, if you look carefully, it has a murmuration of birds in there. I found them in a newspaper, and to me they just fit those trees in the background. They just really worked. So I love having them in there. And finally, two of my favourite pictures. Here's Gently and then Field of Dreams next to it. Gently was worked from some early stage wrought iron artwork. I really loved it. So I worked into it with oils and collage. And then the last one here is Field of Dreams, which was collage, sap green and cadmium red. It just happened. Field of Dreams just happened, and it is one of my all-time favourite pictures. I just love it. Lifted. A happy painting that began its life in acrylics. I abandoned it for a little while, not quite sure where it was going. Then I returned to it with oil paints and my music playing, and it literally seemed to spring from my brush in a light, happy way. A gentle yellow bird in flight emerging. It lifted my heart and spirits, so it was easily titled. Lifted, created with acrylics, oils and pencil. 55 centimetres high by 58 centimetres wide, framed. The Adelphi Bank Building, Liverpool. I fell in love with the gorgeous architecture of the Adelphi Building. Its beautiful mosque-like domes and gorgeous arch windows called out to be painted. I used charcoal and newspaper to create the structure of the building, then added a wash of acrylic. The lady in blue standing in front of the Adelphi just had to be added. She just seemed to belong. The Adelphi Bank Building, Liverpool, was created using acrylic, collage and charcoal. It's 67 centimetres high and 63 centimetres wide, framed. Field of Dreams. This picture just came together. It was always meant to be. From saved images torn from a magazine and poster, with colours and lettering which were really strong. The pieces just literally fell together on my table one day, and I saw the painting in my head immediately. I love it when this happens. I knew instinctively that I must work into it with reds and inky greens, along with a little charcoal too, and Field of Dreams was born. It's funny, but my husband Richard initially thought this picture was a little bit crazy, but once framed it became his firm favourite. Field of Dreams is worked with acrylic, collage, charcoal and a little ink too. Its size is 63 centimetres high and 65 centimetres wide, and it's framed. Field of Dreams. This picture just came together. It was always meant to be. From saved images torn from a magazine and poster, with colours and lettering which were really strong. The pieces just literally fell together on my table one day, and I saw the painting in my head immediately. I love it when this happens. I knew instinctively that I must work into it with reds and inky greens, along with a little charcoal too, and Field of Dreams was born. It's funny, but my husband Richard initially thought this picture was a little bit crazy, but once framed it became his firm favourite. Field of Dreams is worked with acrylic, collage, charcoal and a little ink too. Its size is 63 centimetres high and 65 centimetres wide, and it's framed. Gently. This painting was worked from an image of early stage wrought iron art. Using oils and collage, I made a quick, loose painting, scratching into the surface of the board and adding in pencil marks. I kept the colours gentle and muted, with creams, lemon yellow and pale grey, adding in bursts of deeper colour with alizarin crimson and Payne's grey as I went along. I feel the outcome is a gentle, easy painting, creating calm and beauty. Gently was created using oils, collage and pencil. It is 71 centimetres high and 60 centimetres wide, framed. Prices of my original paintings usually range from £200 to £500. I do, however, have some small boards I am working on at present. They will be unmounted and unframed and will be priced under £100. Hey everybody, and this is my little studio. This is where I work. where I get all my paints out, turn my music on and lock myself away and get going really. A few paintings on the beds here that I've been doing. A rather crazy Wild Wednesday picture over here. A picture that went very wrong, so as you can see, but I'll be working back into it, so watch this space. And just let you have a look around it all. And over to my Bluebell Woods here, which is a painting I left alone for a while. Wasn't quite sure where I wanted to take it, but I've worked into it with more light and a blur of blue, and I'm feeling quite happy about that at the moment, so that's probably finished. And over here to my little Moretti twins. I tore this off the side of a Moretti beer box. Just like the images, the colours, the reds and the greens, and I've worked into them a little bit. These are my Moretti twins. All sorts of crazy things going on really at the moment. 3 little vibrant pictures that I actually did when we went into lockdown. I just wanted something quite loose and vibrant, so those are going to become a little triptych, and I think I'm going to frame them when I can get them to the framers as a vertical sort of picture. So that's to do yet. And my little ferry across the Mersey, my little golden picture. That's waiting for framing too. So just gives you a little idea of what I've got going on here. I'd like to say it was all very sensible and very I moved from one thing to the other and developed things, but really I don't. I just get going with lots of different things that excite me, that I enjoy, and this is it. I hope you like it. Before I go, I'm just going to run through a few things again so you don't forget. My name is Ruth Shepherd, in case you'd forgotten. I display my paintings in the gallery upstairs at our shop, Burnt Rock, Grassington. My email is ruth@burntrock.co.uk and website is www.burntrock.co.uk. On Instagram at Burnt Rock Grassington and on Facebook Burnt Rock. I display a lot of my pictures on there. I post works in progress and various new work that I've done. Do check out our website for further details and prices of my paintings, and please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking the time to look around my work. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you like it. And a big thank you to Josh and all the team at North Yorkshire Open Studios for making this virtual tour possible. There's an awful lot of work gone into it, and really appreciate it. And bye for now. I hope to hear from you soon. I do. Thank you.